Welcome back to the channel, everybody. We got a brand new Amazon success story. We got Ryan with us today. Ryan, how you doing, man?
I'm great. Thank you very much for having me on the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
You know, I absolutely love doing these success stories, and I just want to hear, because it's been such a long time since I started selling, kind of what it's like to get your first product in there. So I want to dive in this call, kind of how you found the product based on maybe some of the research methods, what got you into the course and what you thought of all that. Honestly, let's just start out with how long have you had the product in, and what are your sales looking like? If you don't mind, like, you can show us a little
Yeah.
screenshot or all
Yeah,
that.
no problem. Yeah, I can get my phone up. So I've been selling for about 7 days. Um, and I mean, these are my numbers right now. So it's about 2,500 total revenue. I made 4 sales today. Profits about 1,500. So definitely not bad. I'm excited for that first paycheck to come in. So
Wow. Yeah, you haven't even had time to get your whole paycheck coming in, and you'll probably understand that Amazon has that reserved amount. Don't be shocked about that. You know,
Mhm.
they just keep an amount there in case you have refunds in order to give them back to people. But, you know,
Right.
after you start compiling up for a couple of weeks, your paychecks are just going to be flown out to you. And you're saying you're doing like $50 to $100 profit per sale, or what was that you said?
Yeah, just about $50, a little bit under $50. So I got really lucky. My product is about $12 per unit, and the shipping obviously is a little bit more expensive now. But yeah, it's right a little bit under 50. But I'm gonna start moving the price up closer to 150. So hopefully we can.
A
Yeah, I mean,
$12 product for $150.
yeah, slowly. I'm gonna slowly, but they're selling for about like around there right now, all the top sellers. So hopefully slowly I can make it up there. Right now I'm keeping it low just to get the sales velocity up and um, you know, get the sales rolling in.
Yeah, and you were telling me right before we jumped on for the full call here that you literally don't have any reviews, you haven't done ads, it's
Mhm.
organic. I mean, how are you doing that? You literally just put the product up,
Yeah.
you have a good listing, or what
Uh,
what happened?
the biggest thing I want to emphasize there is making sure you have a good product, because if you have a good product and you give the clients and the customers what they want, a lot of these other things like reviews and stuff like that, I mean, obviously they're necessary at some point in time, but if you can have a good product that gets organic sales right off the bat, it's so much easier and more beneficial for you in the future. I know that you reviewed a lot of your success stories. A decent amount of those kids have gotten a lot of the organic sales right off the bat, and it's just such a good jump start. So the main attribute to that is just getting a really good product and making sure you're giving the clients what they want.
Yeah, that's exactly why a lot about, like, in the course I mentioned, hey, create a bundle that stands out. Did you even have to do a bundle with this, or what was your kind of unique selling proposition? Having great images, or what was it?
It was a mixture of a couple different things. It was definitely a bundle. I think the bundle is one of the key things that made me stand out. A lot of my competition, they have just the product in my market. And when you're scrolling down on the pages and you see me with the bundled object, and it's a bright bundled object as well, it's like such an eye catcher. And so the images are definitely, I tried to focus a lot on making the images stand out, especially that main image and also the bundle.
Dude, that
Definitely.
is so awesome. I just want to also talk about how long ago was it that you got the course? So I always get this question
Mhm.
like, hey, once I get your course, how long does it take? I tell people, hey, this is a work in progress. But,
Yeah.
you know, after you have, like, you know, this product, this work you put into it can end up making you a lot of money. You don't even have reviews yet. I mean, imagine when you're going, you're going to maybe want to make some tweaks and optimizations to stay
Mhm.
ahead of the curve. Other competitors can come in, maybe make some bundles, but at least you're going to be ahead of them. You want to get
Mhm.
those reviews and get that ranking up there. How long did it take you to get all this together?
Yeah, it's not a race. You definitely don't want to take shortcuts, because that's when you can run into some problems. So I got the course around September. I messaged Luke. I actually just looked up on LinkedIn. I was like Amazon FBA, and I saw Luke. I was like, hey, I looked at his YouTube. I thought, this guy is good. He has great material. He's not, flashy like a lot of these other YouTubers. So I thought it was a great fit, and I really appreciated the way he taught his course, and he's thorough and thoughtful. Even with his text messages, it's never a one-word answer. I mean, I'm not going to, but I could show you the text messages. It's always like a paragraph of information. It's not just like a here's your answer, leave me alone sort of thing. So, but yeah, about September I started, and I don't think I'm any different from a lot of the other people, but I definitely didn't take any shortcuts. I went through everything as it was supposed to, and it pays dividends. It definitely helped out.
Wow. Yeah. So
Yeah.
you were talking to me kind of about getting your product reordered and you're selling, starting to be a little more rapidly. A couple things
Mhm.
and tips I would give you. Yeah, you can do what you were saying, increase the price to hopefully slow sales down a little bit, still make
Mhm.
profit in there. But yeah, you want to get an order coming in again pretty soon, because the last thing you want to do is run out of stock, lose your sales ranking, other
Mhm.
competitors come in, and it takes, like you already know, more time than anticipated for you to get a product in, for it to be checked into Amazon. So,
Right.
just use a couple of those tips, but definitely get a reorder in. Maybe
Mhm.
just another 100 units, something like that. Chinese New Year's coming up in February 11th, I
Yeah.
think it starts, something like that.
Yeah.
So, for you guys out there watching this video, if you're looking to get something, now's the time. There's a lot of opportunity out there, but you just have to kind of pick and choose your battles. It's like you can
Mhm.
jump into crypto, you can jump into the stock market. There's so many opportunities. The shiny object syndrome. Did you have
Mhm.
any of that before finding Amazon? How'd you stumble upon Amazon in general?
Yeah, so I've been reading into this for a really long time, and I saw a couple YouTubers. I mean, back when I was in college, I saw the videos, and my major in college was actually entrepreneurship. So I knew this is what I wanted to do. Main obstacles were kind of obviously the startup capital and stuff like that. After watching a few of those videos, I figured, all right, this is definitely what I want to do with my life. The passive income, the that whole lifestyle is really just what I want to live, and it's great to start seeing it, come to life. And yeah, it's just I still can't really believe that it's all coming together.
It's so awesome, man. Like
Yeah.
that's the whole point of just kind of that individualistic, and there's team building that goes into
Mhm.
this as well. We're a team, we have the whole community, the group to help you, but at the end of the day, you're the individual that's going to put in place what you want to do with your own life, and that's where you're going to find the
Yeah.
fulfillment and happiness of not having to rely or fall victim to thinking, oh, I'm a victim because someone else is, worse or something. Like people blame stuff on Amazon all the time, but at the end of the day, you can figure the problems out in Amazon.
Oh, I 100% agree with that. And also, to your question about shiny object syndrome, I was very aware of that beforehand. And I know that a lot of people have fallen into the trap of it. So I tried my best. I mean, there are so many things out there and so many ads on Facebook and stuff like that of people saying, oh, you can make money doing this, doing that. But you got to really just stick with people like Luke who already have a system in place. It works. All you have to do is follow it, like I did, and it will end up working out. I mean, it's a problem with a lot of people, but you kind of just have to tame it and focus on one thing, because you can certainly get into some traps if you dabble in this, dabble in that, then nothing ends up getting done.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I literally right before this call just finally booked the Miami thing. So I just posted on my IG story. So I'm gonna
Mm,
be out there with my girlfriend for 2 months, maybe even three, just to get out of this abysmal weather outside here
mm,
in Seattle, Washington. It's just I got to stay focused. And I've been helping so many other people, but I think in the beginning of 2021, it's going to be like, hey, I got to focus on me getting all my new products in there.
yeah.
But I've learned so much from helping other people. So it's a win-win either way you look at it. I mean, product research is just so much fun. The second you sit down and you actually start
Mm.
finding products, it's just too much fun.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And the phone call too is very, very helpful. I had a couple products that, I was doing product research for a week or two, and I gave it to Luke. And the first one, he looks at it and he says, yeah, that's good. Let's see if we can find something a little better. I show him the next one. He's like, all right, that's a little better. And then by the end, you end up finding a product that's good that you can work with, and you kind of just have to take action and roll with it. That was another one of my big problems is I even texted Luke. Yeah. And I was like, dude, I just need someone. I just need to do it. Like, I know what I need to do. I've taken the course. I just need to click the order button, and I did, and I'm really happy that I did, and it worked out. So
Dude, so many people get to the point where they find a good product, they've talked to the supplier. I was literally talking to someone today who did all these steps up until pressing the order button. And
yeah.
it really helps, you know, to have kind of that mentor or someone to look over, give you that extra set of eyes and ears to be like, that's a great product, but
Mm,
this and this with it, and give you that last bit of confidence to actually make the order. So many people get so close and they don't pull the trigger. So that's
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I wanted to just ask you as well. How did you find your product? Like, was there a specific research method you did? Was it, you know, the negative
Mhm.
keyword search? Was it helium 10? Was it something like that, or how did you find it?
So it was through Helium 10, Black Box. So I knew that I wanted to jump through a lot of barriers to make sure that my product was more difficult for other people to sell. A lot of the, so my product's very heavy, it's fragile, and it's big. So, I mean, there's three barriers right there that a lot of people would say, heck no, I'm not doing that. But the thing is, I had the capital. Me and my buddy had a landscaping company. We got a decent amount of money before this, so I have the capital to do it. And I knew that if I was to be successful, I had to jump through a couple of hoops, because there are a lot of people who aren't going to jump through those hoops, and I'm going to be one step ahead of them. So I had the money to have my supplier put extra styrofoam, in packaging to protect it, and I paid sea shipping, um, and it all worked out. So yeah,
That's awesome. Did you
yeah.
build a brand around it? Did you get some logo or anything on that, or is that something you want to do with future orders? Maybe get a brand built around it with multiple products under you. What are your plans going forward with that?
So it's interesting. So I do have a brand, and in terms of the logo, I had one of my friends went to school for graphic design, and she's unbelievable. Like, she won awards in college for a whole bunch of stuff. So I went to her. She made me an awesome logo, and it's simple. You don't need anything crazy. Just get a logo so you can put it on your product. Make sure it can look good in black and white. Shouldn't have too many colors. That's another thing, because that's going to make your prices a little bit higher for Alibaba, but of course it's not the biggest deal. In terms of the brand, like, I have my name. I got a domain on GoDaddy, just to make sure I save that. And there aren't many things, I mean, that I can do in terms of building this brand and selling more products. Honestly, it's such a unique, like, one-off kind of product. I could certainly add more, but it has something to do with current times. I'll just say COVID. It's a COVID product, so I mean, I'm not going to bank on it for too long. So I have already have I'm talking to other suppliers about my next product, which I'm super excited for, more so than this
A
product.
whole new product that you're just already working on? That's
Yeah.
okay. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I figure I might as well work on it. Anyways, I've been contacting suppliers. I'm probably going to put an order in for that within a month. Yeah. With the products from this, or the profits from this product. But I'm going to keep selling this because it's selling so well, and I put in a decent amount of work to the pictures. Yeah. I'm just on to the next thing, and I don't want to stay stagnant. I got to just keep moving and looking for the next thing.
Yep, exactly. And once you have a whole portfolio of products,
Mhm.
you're going to be swimming in some money at that point. And the
Yeah.
skills you're going to learn as you go along, you're going to become a better man as it is, with
Mhm.
patience, with all these other traits that, people look for in a good person. So that's awesome.
Mhm.
I love everyone that gets this course and does this and gets products in there. They're all great people. So I
Yeah.
appreciate every one of you guys that takes it and is interested in this in the first place. And I was going to say, you can even go ahead and even if it's a one off product, you can go to Flippa or Empire Flippers and just sell even that one product. If it's making you a bunch of revenue, look into those websites and you can literally just sell that whole product
Yeah.
before the COVID thing runs out or after you have some good reviews. I've literally seen people only doing $1,000 in profit a month and they're
Mhm.
asking like 30 grand for the product. So I'm like, holy crap. You can, you know,
Yeah, see, that's the beauty of all this. You learn something new every day with Amazon. And that's definitely something I'm going to look into. I feel like I haven't even scratched the tip of the iceberg with all this stuff. Like helium-10 in general is its own, plethora of information that I feel like I need to study. There's so much stuff, and you definitely, if you're passionate about it, and I can tell you what, the profits and seeing stuff come in is going to make you so much more passionate. You'll get the work done. I have my desk right over there. I have a standing desk, and then right next to it I have another desk, which is, so like I work 9 to 5, and then I have my other desk right next to it where I do Amazon and I sit down. So like, well, there's a will, there's a way. You'll find a way. You just got to work for it. And you got to really want it, and that seeing results, that's what's going to fuel the fire. So you got to just kind of take some action first, and then once you see that money come in, you're gonna just keep wanting to. Like I'm going to work after that. Like I'm going to hop on the laptop after this and keep going.
Bro, that's so badass. Like that's what my dad was like too. He was pretty skeptical in the beginning until I started showing him, hey, look at these numbers. I was doing like 30K a month a while ago, and he was like, holy crap, what is this? He finally took my course, and he's like, oh, this is actually a legit business thing here. And
Mm-hmm.
it was the same thing when I first saw back in like 2017 or whenever I first used Jungle Scout to find my products. I would press the tool and see the revenue per month on those products, and I'm like, holy crap, people are
It's
making
just, yeah,
hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands of dollars per month. And at that
yeah,
point, I never became bored again. I hobbled
yeah.
over to my computer, if you guys know my story, with the broken leg, from a skateboarding incident where I was out
Mm.
of work for 2 months. Hobbled over. It's like 6 a.m. I was waking up. Most people would lay in bed all day, like, oh, I'm tired, I'm dead.
Yeah.
But like I was, dude, just
You,
seeing
you
the numbers.
just, I can't explain it. You just like, it's something you can't explain unless like, and I understand that it's not even that much. I mean, to some people it's a lot, to some people it's not. But, I understand it might not be like a crazy amount of profit already, but even that is enough to just like take you off, and you just want to keep going. So I totally understand what you felt. I experience it right now, and it just makes you want to learn more, and understanding that dream life of being away from your job. Like it's so funny. I work my 9 to 5, then I go Amazon, and go 9 to 5 Amazon, and you teeter back and forth from one lifestyle to another. So yeah, working towards like your dream life and having that freedom it fuels you, and understanding that you're so close to it too.
Yeah, I gotta ask, what's the milestone you have to hit before you can like leave your 9 to 5? Are you making a
Mhm.
really good amount there? It seems like you went to college, graduated, or did all these different things. What milestone do you have to make it to quit your job? And then what are your kind of dreams of living that dream life? Like I'm able to kind of do that
Mhm.
now. I'm going to Miami. I'm going to Cali, flying around, just doing
Mhm.
whatever the heck I want. So when are you gonna be doing that with me, bro?
Yeah, right. So yeah, vacation sometime. I'm in. I haven't put too much thought into it, but as sort of a rough answer, I'm probably gonna be at least 2 years. I'm making decent money, and the thing with a 9 to 5 is you have that security. So I'm not gonna leave it until I know for a fact, I'm ready. I'm all in with Amazon. I don't have a specific number to put on it, but the day will eventually come. And in terms of the lifestyle, it's pretty much everything that you would think you would want: going on vacations, having a nice house, having the financial security of making money and being able to support a family. I'm still living with my parents right now. That's just the guy I have been. I don't want to make crazy financial decisions if I don't think it's going to benefit me in the future. So I've been really fortunate a lot of my life with a lot of my financial situations. Like I was able to get a job during COVID and stuff like that. But I definitely think that lifestyle of being free and being able to kind of do what you want is just what everybody dreams of. That's what I dream. I'm
Yeah,
just going to keep working for it.
nice, man. And that's so funny. Like we resemble a lot of the same thing. I'm still living at home too, man. And
Mhm.
it's because I could go move out, 30 minutes down the road and pay like 2,500 a month for rent, but there's
Do
no,
the same thing.
yeah, there's
You
no
do this,
point.
you're still working. Most people move out because they need to for their job. You know what I mean? So
Mhm. Yeah, I mean,
move
I'm
closer.
helping take care of my family, my mom, all these
Hmm.
other things, doing all this, but that's the main reason I've kind of stuck around beyond just, saving some
Hmm.
extra money for rent. But at a certain point, you just have to leave and just go, focus more. That's where I'm at a point. I'm at a breaking point. I've been saying it for like a year straight now. I'm like, I need to get out of here. You
Hmm.
fall victim to a lot of the same habits in your same environment.
Hmm.
If you
Yeah.
look home, you walk past the Xbox, you're like, oh, Xbox. And
Hmm.
like if you move to a new environment, you're a whole new person. You
Yeah.
can focus way better. So that's where I'm at that stage now. And you'll be there soon too, man. But where are you living
Yeah.
right now, by the way?
I'm in Massachusetts, so over on the East Coast. I lived here all my life in a small town. So um, all my buddies are here. They're still here. That's another reason why I'm home as well. If I left, then I'd be the outsider and I'd have to come back home to hang out with them.
Yeah.
But yeah, of course, like as you're saying before, we all fall into the traps of like, oh, there's the Xbox and stuff like that. I don't think that that's inherently a bad thing. I mean, I don't want to seem like I'm working my butt off all the time and I go to my 9 to 5 and then I sit down and my eyes are red all the time. Like that's not what it is. It's um, a healthy balance. I go to the gym, I hang out with my friends, I go out on the weekends, and that's such a good thing that I can have an outlet or a job that lets me do that. So yeah, I'm really excited, and this, like I said, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm excited to keep learning, and yeah, I'm just happy that all this is coming to work. Seeing that work, like, don't get me wrong, it's a decent amount of work you have to put in, but seeing that pay off and actually seeing the money come in and people comment on my listing and stuff, that's just awesome. It feels awesome.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, that's what exactly like you were saying. Maybe it's not that much. It's a lot to some people, not a lot to other people,
Yeah.
but just having random people buying your product, like,
Mm.
hey, I'm out at dinner, I'm out in the gym, or I'm waking up and I look at my phone and there's some money on it. Like that is the coolest feeling. And
Yeah.
it gets addicting and you just
Yeah.
don't want to stop.
I check my phone every 10 minutes. Like, I'm not kidding. I check it. Let me check again. Okay, same thing.
Yeah, bro, it's awesome. If you're still here, drop a thumbs up, drop any comments. What are your goals? What are your aspirations? What's holding you back from starting to sell on Amazon? Ryan, what's some last words of advice you want to give to people to just get off the fence and freaking kick it in gear for 2021?
I feel like a lot of times, a lot of people can work with question and they can work not knowing if what they're doing is going to pay off. You really just have to fast forward and kind of act as if you've already made it and fall in love with the process. Because if you don't fall in love with the process, it's going to stink and you're going to make decisions that don't benefit you in the future. So you got to fall in love with the process, fall in love with Amazon, really listen to Luke and leverage him, because I'm telling you, the questions that you're going to bump into, Luke will have an answer for you if it's not already in the course. And you just gotta pull the trigger. Trust me, I was in your shoes for like 2 or 3 years of not pulling the trigger and still watching the videos. You just got to do it, man. You don't need someone to tell you. Just like, I was literally sitting right here on my couch when I decided I was going to buy the course, like right here. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do it. So just get up and no more lily dallying. Just get it. It works.
I mean, I haven't had a refund in over, we almost have 350
Yeah.
students right now, guys, and I update this thing. It's what made you choose mine
Yeah.
over, all these other people out there on the internet? Like, I don't have that big of a channel, whatever.
Hmm.
Like, why?
So I chose you because, first off, I like the way you talk, and you're not, oh, here's my Lamborghini, here's my, cool house and stuff like that. You're not flashy. You're straight down to business. You give the information, and I really enjoyed that. Also, I knew that I didn't want to go for, and this is probably the most helpful tip I could give today. If you're thinking about buying one of the really big courses that have thousands and thousands and thousands of users, sure, like you're going to get good information. But what you're not going to get, and one of the most important things you're not going to get, is a mentor or someone who's going to be able to help you through the problems. Those little problems that aren't in the course are the things that mess you up. It's that stuff that you don't know the answer to that messes you up. So if you don't have a mentor to help you with those, what are you going to do? The answer's not on Google. The answer's not in the course. You're dead in the water. So get a course with a mentor like Luke who can help you through those problems, because that's basically what Amazon is. You've heard it before. It's a problem, you work through it. Problem, you work through it. So I wouldn't go for the big courses, because you're a little fish in a big pond with those course owners.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, mine's literally like less expensive in a lot of cases
Yeah,
than other ones,
that
and it
too.
offers way more help. And I've taken so many courses, and
Yeah.
mine literally has maybe more information compiled into, you know, a shorter type of thing. There's courses that will just
Yeah.
go on and on and on. Mine are like 5 to 10, maybe 15-minute videos. You can easily refer back to it. You know, that's what I went to college for: broadcast news journalism, how to speak, communicate, get my point across in the clearest, most simplest way.
Yeah.
Dude, I enjoyed the call so much. I want to also
Yeah.
ask you, are there any like books that you read, business books, entrepreneur books, anything like that?
Yeah. Think and Grow Rich, favorite book. It's probably the only book I've ever read, but like besides when I was in like fourth, fifth grade when I had to. Yeah, I love that book. Unbelievable. It's great about mindset, which is one of the most important things with entrepreneurship. Learned that all throughout college. A lot of it has to do with mindset. And if you want to take action, if you read that book, you're gonna be ready to go. So love that book. Also, if you guys have any questions, my name's, like I said, Ryan Sorelli. I'm in the Facebook group. Leave me a message. If you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to drop them. I'll do my best to help you out, because I've probably been in a lot of the same situations you have.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, another thing for the student group, you know, when you have more success, you know, you already got a good warm welcome when you shared that last post. You can share more posts, things about that, you know, that's always good to hear. And I was going to top it off with, you know, if you combine that book with The Compound Effect by
Yeah.
Darren Hardy, dude, like that was the first main entrepreneur book I read. And it was just all about these little actions that don't seem like a lot. But if you just do 5 minutes of product research, or you just go to the gym or go walk for 5 minutes, like
It adds up.
18 months down the road, you're a whole new person. So if you're doing the bad things, you know, eating unhealthy, wasting time, Xbox can get you if you just waste all day on it, unless you're like my friend Ian Porter, who's the #1 Call of Duty player in the world. then you're gonna make a lot of money doing that. But guys, this was a great time chatting with everyone today. All you guys that watched this till the end, thank you. Ryan, you are I see a lot of me in you, kind of how it was in the beginning. That's super cool. So
it's the hair.
Yeah, man. All right, guys. Well, Ryan, thanks again. That's the only place people can find you, or IG or anything like that, or anything, or
Instagram's also my name, Ryan Sorelli, Cerulle. Feel free to give me a follow on there. And I wish you success, and let's do this. Let's do this. Let's take action.
You heard it right here. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later. Peace.
See ya.